Hello everyone, welcome to Mass Online Institute of Physics. In the present video, we will be discussing regarding the concept of transistor for the NEET and JEE examination. Before watching the video, please subscribe to the channel and share it among your friends. So let us start our topic, that is transistor. Transistor. What is the meaning of transistor? By name itself, we can tell that transistor represents transfer of resistance. Transfer of resistance. Transistor is nothing but it is a transfer of resistance. This transistor is a current control device. Current control device. It is also known as a current control device. Why? Because here output current is controlled by input current. Output current is controlled by input current. So that is the reason it is also called as current control device. Further, the other name for this type of transistor is called as bipolar junction transistor. Bipolar junction transistor. So in EAMCET or engineering entrance examination, he will be asking transistor is a this dash type of device. He will be giving the options as current control device, voltage control device, resistance control device, or none of the above. So transistor is a current control device, and transistor is also known as bipolar junction transistor. What is the meaning of bi? Bi represents two, so it will be having two junctions. Just now in the other slide we'll be seeing how many junctions it will be having. So transistor represents transfer of resistance. It is a current control device, and it is also known as bipolar junction transistor. Let us see how a transistor is formed. We know that PN junction diode consists of how many terminals? We know that PN junction diode consists of two terminals. One is called as P region, other is called as N region. When two PN junction diodes are joined, suppose this is one PN junction diode. What I did, I have taken another PN junction diode and I have joined in this manner. This is which region? This region is P region. This is also P region. These regions are which region? These regions are N region. So I can take this entire region as N region. This region can be taken as P region, and this region can be taken as P region. So when two PN junction diodes are joined, a transistor is formed, and this transistor is called as PNP transistor. Similarly, suppose the PN junction diodes are joined in this manner, what will happen? Let us see. If PN junction diodes are joined in this manner, here it is N terminal, here it is P terminal, and what I have taken? I have taken other P terminal, and this is N terminal. This is P terminal, this is P terminal. So this entire terminal is P, and this region is N, and this region is N. So this type is called as NPN transistor. This is called as NPN transistor. So from this we came to know that transistors are formed by joining two PN junction diodes. How many types of transistors are there? There are two types of transistor. What are those transistors? One transistor is NPN transistor. Other transistor is PNP transistor. So these are called as terminals. So there are two types of transistors. Now let us see the schematic diagram and circuit diagram for this PNP and NPN transistor. So first of all, I will be taking PNP transistor. PNP transistor. What is the schematic diagram for PNP transistor? The schematic diagram for PNP transistor is given as something like this. So transistor will be having three terminals. We can see here three PNP. So it is having three terminals. Transistors will be having three terminals. This terminal is called as emitter terminal. And this terminal is called as base terminal, and this terminal is called as collector terminal. Here this is P, this is N, and this is P. Similarly, we are having NPN transistor. NPN transistor. If I draw the schematic diagram for NPN transistor, it will be something like this. Again, it is having three terminals. This terminal is emitter terminal, this terminal is base terminal, and this terminal is collector terminal. This is NPN transistor. Now you might be seeing that I have drawn different regions. Here I have drawn somewhat P region, this region, emitter region I have drawn in somewhat big size, and collector region is very large, whereas base region is very small. What is the reason for this? Let us see this. We'll understand the reason for this in working of transistor. First of all, let us study the properties of these three terminals. First one is emitter terminal. Emitter terminal. Emitter terminal is heavily doped. Emitter terminal is heavily doped. Heavily doped. What is the meaning of dope? Doping is nothing but adding of impurities. Adding of impurities. Adding of impurities is called as doping. Why we have added a large amount of impurities means whenever you dope a substance, what will happen? Its conductivity will increase. Whenever conductivity is increasing, it will be giving a large number of electrons. So emitter region is very heavily doped. What is the next point? The next point for emitter terminal is its size is moderate. Its size is moderate. It is moderate in size. Its size is moderate. See, you can see this. This one is moderate size. This one is very small in size, and this one is very large in size. So this was the points regarding emitter terminal. What are the points? Emitter terminal is heavily doped and it is in moderate in size. Let us move on to the second terminal. What is the second terminal? Second terminal is base terminal. Base is lightly doped. It is lightly doped, means very less amount of impurities are added. Why very less amount of impurities are added? Means we'll be studying in working of transistors. And what is the size? Size is very small. It is very much small in size. So these are the two properties regarding base. What is that? Base is lightly doped and it is very small in size. Now coming to the third one, that is collector terminal. That is collector terminal. Collector terminal is moderately doped. Moderate in doping. It is moderately doped. And the next important point is it is very large in size. Very large in size. It is very large in size. So these are the 3 points which you have to remember. Many times they have asked a question in engineering entrance examination, which of the following terminal will be heavily doped, which of the following terminal will be very large. Sometimes they will be giving the ratio. So you have to remember in terms of doping. In terms of doping, everyone remember this. In terms of doping, which one will be having high doping? Emitter region will be having high doping. After emitter region, we are having moderate doping in collector region, and finally we are having very less amount of doping in base region. So I can write in terms of doping. Doping of emitter region. Doping of emitter region is very large when compared to doping of collector region. And collector doping is very large when compared to base doping. Doping present in base. This was regarding doping. If you consider the width, size or width, then we can write width of collector is very large compared to width of emitter, and width of emitter is very large compared to width of base. So these are the 2 points that you have to remember. I hope you understood this schematic diagram. Transistor consists of 3 terminals. Those are emitter, base and collector. Emitter region is heavily doped. What is the meaning of doping? Adding of impurities to a substance is called as doping. Why we will be adding the impurities? We will add the impurities to a substance in order to increase the conductivity. Means it will be producing large number of electrons so that large amount of current can flow. So this was the schematic diagram. Let us move on to the next one is circuit diagram. Circuit diagram of PNP and NPN transistor. First one is PNP transistor and next one is NPN transistor. NPN. As I know that it consists of 3 terminals, the circuit diagram for PNP transistor is drawn as this terminal is base terminal, and there will be two other terminals. One will be collector terminal, other will be emitter terminal. One will be collector terminal, other will be emitter terminal. So let me take this terminal as emitter terminal and this terminal as collector terminal. Now this diagram is incomplete because here you should draw the direction of current. Here you should draw the direction of current. Whether the current is going towards the emitter or whether the current is coming from the emitter, this is very much important. So how you should remember that means what you do is just cut this thing P. Now we know that electric current, we know that current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So I can write the direction of current, positive terminal to negative terminal. See here, the current is coming from outside to inside. Here the current is coming from outside region to inside region. So here the direction of current will be from emitter to base. So this is this type of transistor. This is PNP transistor. Always remember, in case of PNP transistor, the direction of current will be from emitter to base. Now similarly, let us see for NPN transistor. How many terminals are there for a transistor? There are 3 terminals. What are those 3 terminals? That is nothing but emitter, collector and base terminal. Always draw the direction at the emitter region only. So this is emitter region, this is collector region, and the down one is base region. So see here, again how to find the direction of current? Just cut this thing out, and we know that electric current flows from positive region to negative region. So here electric current is flowing from positive region to negative region. Here what is the direction of current? From inside to outside. It is going from inside to outside. So I can draw the direction of current in this manner, from base region to emitter region, from inside to outside. The collector current is going from inside region to outside region. Here the current is coming from outside region to inside region. So this were the circuit diagrams for transistor, PNP transistor and NPN transistor. I hope you understood the basic things, the definition regarding the transistor, how many types of transistors are there, what are the schematic diagram of transistors, and what are the doping concentration of transistor, as well as the different bits of a transistor. So here we are having 3 terminals. One is emitter, one is collector, and other is base terminal. Suppose the current is flowing from base region to emitter region. So I have taken one transistor. It consists of 3 terminals, emitter, base and collector. Now, as I said, the transistor is also known as bipolar junction transistor. Bipolar junction transistor. What I said, bipolar represents it will be having 2 junctions. What are those 2 junctions? One junction is called as emitter base junction. This is called as emitter base junction. This is called as emitter base junction. And what is the next junction? Next junction is called as base collector or collector base junction. You can call it as base collector, or you can also call it as a collector base junction. So there are 2 junctions in a transistor. One is called as emitter base junction, other one is called as collector base junction. That is the name. That is the reason we got the name as bipolar junction transistor. Now the most important thing here to remember is that always a transistor works in emitter base and base collector junction with a condition that emitter base should always be forward bias. Emitter base should always be forward bias, and collector base should always be reverse biased. Emitter base junction should always be forward bias. Collector base junction should be always reverse bias. What does it represent? See here, I will be trying you to explain with term of schematic diagram. Suppose this is one region, this is emitter, this is base, and this is collector. Now let me take NPN transistor. NPN. What does forward bias represent? Whenever P side of the junction diode or P side of a diode is connected to positive terminal of a battery, and N side of the diode is connected to negative terminal of a battery, that is called as forward bias. Whenever P type of diode is connected to negative terminal of a battery and N type of a diode is connected to positive terminal of a battery, that will be called as reverse bias. Now what is the condition for transistor? Emitter base junction should be forward bias. See here N region is there. For this to be forward bias, N region should be connected to negative terminal of the battery. N region should be connected to negative terminal of the battery, and P region should be connected to positive terminal of a battery. Then only this will become, here emitter base junction becomes forward bias. Here emitter base junction becomes forward bias. Why? N type is connected to negative terminal and P type is connected to positive terminal. And what is the next condition? Collector base junction should be reverse bias. Means see here N type is there. For this to be reverse bias, we have to convert it to positive terminal. This is negative. Negative side is connected to positive terminal, and positive side will be connected to negative terminal, and positive side will be connected to negative terminal. So here collector base will become reverse bias. Here collector base junction will become reverse bias. Hope you are understanding this. This is one of the most important point. Many of the questions are asked based on this particular topic. In a transistor, emission based junction should be forward bias and collector based junction should be reverse bias. What is the meaning of forward bias? P-type semiconductor is connected to positive terminal of a battery and N-type semiconductor is connected to negative terminal of a battery. What is the meaning of reverse bias? P-side region is connected to negative terminal of a battery and N-side region is connected to positive terminal of a battery. I have taken the example of NPN transistor. Similarly, you can try for PNP transistor. Similarly, you can try for PNP transistor. So here P region should be connected to positive and N region should be connected to negative. This will become forward bias. And for this to be reverse bias, P region should be connected to negative and N region should be connected to positive. This will become reverse bias. I hope you got this. Now let us solve some basic problem based on this topic of transistor which have been asked in previous entrance examination. So we are moving on to our first problem. This question is asked in All India Pre-Medical Test 2010. What is the question? Let us see. For a transistor action, base emitter collector region should have similar size and doping concentration. First answer is wrong. Why it is wrong? We studied that emitter region is heavily doped, base region is lightly doped, and whereas collector region is moderately doped. And coming to size, collector region is very large, this is thin, and this is moderate. Coming to size, so first option itself is wrong. What is the next option? The base region must be very thin and lightly doped. See here, the base region must be lightly doped and it should be very thin. This option is right. Option B is right. So let us see the next option. The emitter base junction should be forward bias and base collector junction should be reverse bias. Just now we have seen this condition. What is the condition for transistor? Condition for transistor is emitter base junction should be forward bias and collector base junction should be reverse bias. This is what he is saying. Emitter base junction is forward bias and base collector junction is reverse bias. So this option is also right. Let us see the next option. Both the emitter base junction as well as base collector junction should be forward bias. No, this is the wrong answer. So which two options are right? B and C are right. So correct option is C. 3-1. B and C are right. I hope you understood this problem. Let us move on to the next question. So next question, I have given 3 questions here. All of them are similar. That is the reason I have given the same questions. Let us see the first question. Second question. When NPN transistor is used in an amplifier, then electrons will move from collector to base, holes will move from collector to base, holes will move from base to collector, electrons will move from emitter to base. Let me draw this NPN transistor. Suppose this is NPN transistors. This is P region, this is N region, and this is N region. What is the condition? Always emitter base junction should be forward bias. Means N region should be connected to N region and P region should be connected to P region. So this is forward bias. And what is this? Collector base junction should be reverse bias. Collector base junction should be reverse bias. Means N region should be connected to positive terminal battery and P region should be connected to negative terminal of the battery. Now we got a condition that this is forward bias, emitter base junction is forward bias, and this is reverse bias. Now let us see what is happening. What is the first condition? Electrons will move from collector to base. Electron will move from collector to base. No, electron can't move from collector to base. See what is actually working of transistor. Transistor will work in such a manner that this is emitter region, this is base region, and this one is collector region. Which one is heavily doped? Emitter is heavily doped. So electrons will come out from emitter region. Electrons will go from emitter region. Electrons can't come here. Electrons can't come here because here it is negative, here it is negative. So electron can't come here. So electron will definitely move on to which region? Base region. So electrons will move from emitter to base region. This is the right answer. Electrons will move from emitter to electrons move from collector to base. This is wrong answer. What is the next option? Holes move from collector to base. Holes move from, this is collector and this is base. Holes move from collector to base. Not possible because here base is positive and here also base is positive. Positive will repel. Holes move from collector to base. This is not possible because holes can't move here. Next option, what is that? Holes move from base to collector. Holes move from base to collector. Holes move from base to collector. Not possible. Here it is positive terminal is there. Base holes can't move to this region because here positive terminal is there. Positive will repel each other. What is our fourth option? Electron move from emitter to base. See here, electrons can't move here. So what is the only region electron can move? Electron can move towards base region only. Why? Because base is positively terminal. See here, base region is attached to positive terminal. So electron will easily move towards the base region. So this fourth option is the right answer. If you are not getting this, you will understand in remaining two problems. See here, this question was asked in EAMCET 2004. What is the question? In NPN transistor, he has given one configuration, common emitter configuration. We'll study this in next video. Here NPN transistor he has given. I am taking NPN transistor. NPN transistor. This is N, this is P, and this is N. And we always know that emitter base junction should be forward bias. Means this will be like this. And collector base junction should be reverse bias. This will be like this. This is emitter base junction, this is emitter base junction, and this is collector base junction. So let us see what are the options he has given. What is the first thing he has given? Emitter is heavily doped than collector. Yes, emitter region is heavily doped. What is that? With respect to doping, emitter is very much highly doped compared to collector doping, and collector doping is very much high when compared to base doping. I hope you remember this condition. So first option is right. Emitter is heavily doped than collector. Next, what is the next option? Emitter and collector can be interchanged. No, they can't interchange each other. Emitter and collector can't be interchanged. What is the third option? The base region is very thin but heavily doped. No, base region is very thin. Okay, right. We know that width of collector is very large when compared to width of emitter, and width of emitter is very large when compared to width of the base. So this is right. Base region is very thin, but it is heavily doped. No, this is not heavily doped. So this option is also wrong. Let us see the fourth option. The conventional current flows from base to emitter. Conventional current flows from base to emitter. Here what it was there? Electron moves from emitter to base. Now see here I am giving you an example. Suppose these are two regions A and D. I say that electrons are flowing from A to B. Electrons are flowing from A to B. What does it represent? Current will flow from B to A, isn't it? Whenever electrons are reaching from A to B in this direction, then current will flow from B to A, because this is the conventional direction of current. So what I said here, we said that electron moves from emitter to base. Electrons are moving from emitter to base. Suppose this is emitter, this is base. Now electrons are moving from emitter to base. Electrons are moving from emitter to base. What does it represent? Current will flow from base to emitter region. Current, conventional flow of current from base to emitter region. So this option is right. Please do watch this video 2 or 3 times. You will understand this thing. So what are the correct options? Option A and option D are right. So where is that option? So this is the third one is the correct option. Option A and option D are right. So let us move on to the next question, that is engineering 2003 question. When NPN transistor is used as an amplifier, NPN transistor is used as an amplifier, that is nothing but this condition only. Condition for amplifier is that base emitter junction should be forward bias and collector base junction should be reverse bias. So what he has given, let us see. Electrons flow move from base to collector. Let me draw the NPN transistor. Here I am drawing NPN transistor. This is N, this is P, and this is N. This is emitter. Don't concentrate on the size, just I have drawn roughly. This is base and this is collector. So emitter base junction should be forward bias, so it should be negative terminal and this should be positive terminal, and this should be reverse bias, so this should be positive and this should be negative. So this is base, this is collector, this is emitter, and this is base. This is negative terminal, this is positive terminal, this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Now I know that in case of emitter base region, electron will move from emitter to base. Electron move from emitter to base, and current will flow from base to emitter. Current is flowing, these are electrons on motion. Now what are the options he has given? First option is electron move from base to collector. Now the electrons are moving from base region to collector region. He is telling that electrons are moving from base region to collector region. This is right. See here, electron move from emitter region to base region. Now see here, in collector region it is positively charged. Electrons are negatively charged. So definitely electron will get attracted towards collector region from the base region. So this option is right. Electrons will move from base to collector. Initially electrons will move from emitter to base in case of what? NPN transistor. Further from base to collector they will move. Electrons will move from base to collector. This is the condition you have to remember. So this option, first option itself is right. So see here, based on only one NPN transistor, we are having 3 questions. So one conclusion I can draw is that in case of NPN transistor, electron moves from emitter to base and base to collector. This thing you remember. In case of NPN transistors, electron moves from emitter to base and from base to collector. I hope you got this. Let us move on to the next question. So what is our next question? A NPN transistor conduct in active mode, means active modes in working. A NPN transistor works in which region? I said that NPN transistor works only when emitter base is forward bias and collector base is reverse bias. This is the working. Which type of transistor? NPN transistor. Let me draw the NPN transistor. So suppose this is N region, this is P region, and this is N region. This is this terminal, collector terminal. This is this terminal, this is emitter terminal. And the next one is which terminal? This is base terminal. Emitter base junction should always be in forward bias. Means N type should be connected to negative terminal of the battery and P type should be connected to positive terminal of the battery. And it should be reverse bias. Collector base junction should be reverse bias. Means N type should be connected to positive terminal of the battery and P type should be connected to negative terminal of the battery. This is negative, this is positive. So what is the question? Let's see. Both collector and emitter are positive with respect to the base. So this is base region. Now this is emitter. Emitter is connected to negative and collector is connected to positive. So this option is wrong. Let us see the next option. Collector is positive and emitter is negative. Collector is positive, emitter is negative. This option is right. Let us see the third option. Collector is positive and emitter is same potential of the of base. No. Collector is positive, okay, I agree. But here emitter is negative terminal and base is positive terminal. So both of them are not same potential. So this is option is wrong. Both collector and emitter are negative. Emitter is negative, I agree. But collector is positive. So this option is wrong. So which one is the correct option? Option 2 is the right answer. What is that? Collector is positive and emitter is negative with respect to base. So let us move on to the next problem. Again the same question based on active mode is given and he is telling about depletion region. What is the condition for active mode? We know that emitter base junction should be forward bias and collector base junction should be reverse bias. So let me draw an NPN transistor here. This is N, this is P and this is N. This terminal is this terminal, this will be collector terminal and this will be base terminal and this will be emitter terminal. What is the condition? Emitter base junction should be forward bias. Means here negative is there, here should also be a negative terminal of the battery. And here it is positive, here it should be positive. And here it is negative, this should be reverse bias, means we have to apply it positive potential. Here it should be applied a negative potential. Okay, this is the condition for NPN working in an active mode. Let us see what is the option he has given. Depletion region is not formed. Depletion region means what? You might have studied in PN junction diode. Suppose this is P N junction diode. This is P junction and this is N junction. In PN junction diode, there is a region which is depleted of charges. When what will happen if we connect a positive forward bias? Means what will happen? This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. For P region consists of holes, N region consists of electrons. Now see here, these holes can't travel to this region, positive region, because positive repel. So what will happen? All the holes will try to go in this region. Due to this region, this depletion region decreases. Depletion region decreases. Why? All the holes try to move to the negative region. So due to the depletion region decreases. If you see in reverse bias, see what will happen in reverse bias. Suppose a small depletion region is formed Now reverse bias means positive terminal should be connected to negative terminal and negative terminal should be connected to positive terminal. Now here in P region will be having holes. Now what will happen? This holes, positive holes will try to go towards negative region. Why? Because positive and negative will attract. Here electrons are there. These electrons will try to go towards positive terminal, due to which what will happen? This depletion region increases. So depletion region increases in case of reverse bias, whereas in case of forward bias, depletion region decreases in forward bias. This is the point you have to remember from the diodes. Depletion region decreases in case of forward bias, depletion region increases in case of reverse bias. So let us see the next option. Depletion region will be formed. So this is forward bias, this is reverse bias. How should be the depletion region in forward bias? Depletion region should be small, means decreases in forward bias. Depletion region should be big, means large in case of reverse bias. So let us see the second option. Emitter base junction is wider than collector base junction. Depletion region in emitter base junction is wider. No. In case of emitter base junction, this is forward bias. In forward bias, depletion region will be small. So this is the wrong option. Let us see the next option. At emitter base junction is thinner and at collector base junction it is large. Yes, depletion region is thinner at emitter base junction and depletion region is larger at collector base junction. So this option is right. Our correct option is option 3. So let us move on to the next problem. Which of the following condition must be satisfied for an transistor to be used in amplifier? What is the condition? Emitter base should be forward bias and collector base should be reverse bias. So I hope you will do this answer. Which one is the correct answer? Emitter base is forward bias and collector base is reverse bias. So option 2 itself is the right. And the same question was asked in 2006 medical entrance examination. What is it? In case of PNP transistor, either it may be NPN transistor or it may be PNP transistor, always this condition satisfies. Emitter base should be forward bias and collector base should be reverse bias. So emitter base junction is forward bias and collector base junction is reverse bias. So option 3 is right. So let me end this topic here. So today, in this video I have discussed the concept regarding basics of transistors and some problems based on this. I haven't included the new problems because it was somewhat difficult for me to include at this particular time. So later on we'll see those problems. Now the next topic will be on working of transistor. Our next topic will be on working of transistor and different configurations configuration of transistor. So this will be my second video, and our third video will be based on amplifier. This is one of the most important topic, and in recent year many of the questions are being asked from this amplifier. So more 2 videos will be required to finish this transistor. I hope you understood today's video. Please do subscribe the channel and share it among your friends.